Hello, and welcome back to Wonderland Asylum. We're back today with issue 124 of the Hachette Partworks release of Titanic, the ship, the legend. So, what's in the magazine for issue 124? We have the sisters, Andania, Antonia, and Ausonia. Picture of, I think that's the Andonia, yes it is. I did read correctly. Again, the mission of the fearsome German U-boats was to eliminate as many enemy ships as possible, and Dania sunk after being torpedoed by a U-boat during World War II. The U-boats were very well feared, and very rightly so. That's Port of Montreal in Canada. That is the Antonia. And that is the Ausonia, the other two sisters. Indeed. Just some more of the articles on those two ships. The staff of the Ritz restaurant on board the Titanic. And there is the menu. I'll be honest, none of it sounds very nice for first class. None of it sounds very nice. That's the headstone of the guy who basically was the patron of the Ritz restaurant aboard the Titanic. And that brings us on to the instructions. So, let's see what's in the box today. I don't think there's much. Okay, so in today's box, I think we only have the two items. I am correct, we do indeed. We have the poop deck, and we have the poop deck decking. Now look at all those little slots and indents for detailing. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of details to be added to the poop deck. But all we're doing, as I say, as normal, is putting the decking on. So let's just check the fit, make sure it's all going to go on properly. Again, there is a lip at the end that makes it easier to line up. Yep, everything seems to line up well. So as always, I do have PVA glue here. This is actually Gorilla Wood glue. And all I'm going to do is paint it onto the deck, because this is a large area of decking. Although there's a lot of details, it's not going to be enough to hold it down if it decides it wants to peel up, which they invariably do. Now don't worry too much about covering over the holes, because you'll be able to poke them back out again when the time comes. I say every time I'm working with decking, yes, it has its own adhesive that comes on it, but the bits I didn't, even the bits I just put PVA glue down instead of Gorilla Glue, it all started peeling up, and nope, doesn't look good. It's not a good look, so I've had to go back and fix certain bits of decking, particularly when it's bits you don't touch for a while. You then go back to it and notice that the deck's all wobbly, and oh, it's not nice. Not nice at all. So it's definitely worth putting a bit of wood glue. I've seen some people have just used PVA glue and they seem to have had reasonable success. I didn't. Some of the bits I used PVA glue on ended up coming back up as well. Now it could be because in my old place, the room I did my modelling in had my former reptile collection in it, and that made it extraordinarily humid. So I don't think that helped, but yeah, not good. Last thing you want is your decking peeling up. Yeah, just a generous slathering of PVA glue. Now I am reliably informed that, I'm not sure if it's the next issue or the issue after, but when we come to try and put the poop deck and the aft well deck into the hull, it doesn't fit very well. So I don't know, I haven't tried yet, but it'll certainly be interesting to see how well it fits, if at all. Yeah, there we go. There is a nice slathering of Gorilla Glue to try and keep this from popping up. Because I say this is going to be in its display case, which has arrived, incidentally. I do have the display case too. I'm not going to do a video on that, largely because there's quite a few out there already, and I don't have the most patience, and I'll be doing it myself. So yeah, I've heard it's not the easiest to put together, and there's the risk of breaking it, and yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Just funny. And the same, I think it's 132 we start getting rigging points to put on, which that'll be interesting. From what I can gather, from what I've read ahead, the rigging points themselves actually, instead of it being like Bismarck where they glue into the deck, they actually screw in. So you drill a little hole and then you screw the rigging point in. That'll be interesting. We'll see how that goes. It's the same, my only comparison is Bismarck, where the rigging points were glue in and I didn't even do them because I was waiting until I got the display case to put it in, because I didn't want to start gluing me rigging points in, and I wanted to see just exactly how much of the rigging I was going to do, because I wasn't going to do the full wall. Right, so the easiest way I've found to put the decking on is to line up the very back, say make sure all the holes line up, and then press it into place all the way along. Now it does actually sit pretty nicely at the moment. But yeah, that is us. That is the poop deck with the decking in place. And that's us for issue 124. So that's us for issue 124. What's coming in issue 125? Another crane. In fact, I think then there's a few of the next few issues are all just cranes. So yeah, if you didn't enjoy doing them, you're not going to enjoy the next few issues. I will do them, I will record them. They're not the most fun, but they're not terrible. But that's what we did today. We did the poop deck, and look just how many details there are to fit to that poop deck. So yeah, that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. We really are in the final throes now of Titanic. We're getting ever closer. And what I will show you as well is there are two ladders which come from the poop deck to the aft well deck. And again, I wasn't impressed with them, so I have done as I did before and got photo etch ones done. I obviously didn't show you me doing them because I showed you before. I didn't really see the reason in doing it again, so I just did them while I was painting the wee white bits in the hull. But again, thanks as always for watching. Any feedback, comments, criticisms or concerns, drop them down below. Do leave me a like and do subscribe to the channel to see the rest of Titanic, which is nearing completion. The rest of the U-96 U-boat, again, there have been issues with deliveries for that one. It should be with me shortly, I'm reliably informed. And I think the 1966 Batmobile's dead in the water. But I do have something in mind to replace it, but I ain't telling you what just yet. I will give you a hint. I do have a small version in my rooms here somewhere. But yeah, thanks always for watching, and you know the drill by now, guys. Peace out, everyone.